on the way up, climbing the first hill to get to the top of the ravine and go to the pond, I just stumbled across this thing just tucked in here. Look at this. It's a stone. I mean, it's made of stone. I just broke it. But isn't it interesting? It'd be so long and perfect for the hand. And it's tucked in here. But how useful could it be for knocking on trees if I just broke it so easily? If it's on a tree, it wouldn't break, maybe. That could be. That could be. Sorry, I broke it. What I call roughly symmetrical stuffing, where they're stuffed into two sides of usually a double tree like this. In this case, they're all the bark is gone, which is also typical, but I usually don't get all of it like this. Here's an interesting little system. This got yanked off of here, goes down underneath a little X or a little asterisk, and then here's just a stray branch that goes up on top of that, right next to this break. It goes down underneath some stuff over there. Sometimes I think they just doodle. Once upon a time, looks like pretty long ago, this was growing that way, but it was ripped and pulled that way, probably in order to parallel this one that seems to have fallen or been ripped straight down from where it was without being bent and redirected. They like parallels. Can you imagine this being done by human hands back when it was alive and strong? That makes me hear an intense, ripping, cracking sound. It's right by a trail. That's some power. That is some power. Look how thick this is. This was down here. This whole thing was together, and it's like 6 or 7 inches in diameter. Here's another situation that just requires a minimum of logical detective work. Okay, so this birch tree, timber, from straight down here, and could very well have pinned this that might have already been leaning down from previous ice and snow buildup. Could have pinned it because it's straight in the line of fire. But about this one, at a casual glance you'd say, well, it's the same system of what happened after the tree fell down. But then you take a look to see what is pinning this, and you see that it's this section of the birch tree, the same birch tree, but it comes off at this angle. Again, there's the main tree. This comes off at this angle to come this side of this tree here to pin this sapling. Whereas the line of impact, or whatever you want to call it, would have all of this tree coming well to this side of this one. This section seems to have been picked up, relocated to that side of the tree, and used in the pinning of this guy. Anyway, 99.8% of human beings wouldn't give two figs about such a thing, but we do. Right down from the lip, or the top of the ravine, we have the rare double root ball, double hanging root ball. You can see this one. The roots seem to be there. See? And yet, that's not the base of the tree. This is the base of the tree. A major inversion job. And then it kisses right up against, well, another inverted. At least it's a limb. I gotta get a better angle to see if that's another root ball. It does to me look like a second root ball. It's got the different fingers or roots going all over. So it looks like it's kind of articulated with that one. I don't think it could possibly be part of the same original structure. I mean, the same original part of the tree. It's very strange. This looks like a second root ball shoved up into the first. It comes down here and it's narrower and narrower and narrower. So it definitely has been inverted also. Nice and narrow down here. This thing was manhandled. And it's so thin that there's just no way that enough snow or ice would build up to do that. And if there were a windstorm, then why aren't the other trees down? We have one here that's also been manhandled. And it's up there. This one comes down and it's underneath this pine tree top here. See? And the pine tree goes maybe 8 more feet. But it too is so slim that it wouldn't have come down like this from snow and ice. There's the top of it, maybe 15 feet up. Came from there, but not from snow and ice, and not from wind. Wind wouldn't just blow the top off something. They really love to rip off the tops of pine trees. This came from another tree. There's no source of it around here. There's another pine tree top over there. There's no source. I could show you every single tree, but it would be boring. That's the only pine tree, and it's super high in the sky. It's not going to be the source of this thing down here. And this is the tip of it, or near the tip. Why do they do... Oh, here's the tip. There's a tip lying perpendicular to the rest of it. See?